Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a little preventative maintenance on my New Holland TC30. It's got like a little over 300 hours on it. It's been a great little machine. 30 horsepower. Diesel engine. 25 horsepower to the rear. If you guys know about these tractors, they're not bad little machines. Small, compact, good to get in backyards, and powerful enough to move some soil and do what you got to do with them. So do a little oil change and fuel filter change. It's my first attempt at YouTube videos, so give me a break with the comments. I'm sure I'm going to get a few. So I'll take you guys on my little experience here. Alright, with the oil, this stuff is the only stuff that I use in diesel. The Rotella T6, there's the T4, which is the regular conventional, T5, semi-synthetic, and T6 is the full synthetic. Stuff is pretty good. And if you're curious, I use Wix filters. This is the oil filter. This is the model number 51348XP, and the fuel filter 33264. I believe Napa Gold. Wix makes the Napa Gold. They have, if you get Napa, I think there's the first number, the 5 or the 3. There's a double digit in the front, so it'll be like 333264 or 551348. XP. So, all right, we'll get started here and get the ball rolling. First things first, start the tractor. Mine's already started, but we'll start her up for you anyway. Get it nice and warm. Get all the juices flowing. Pop the hood for you. It's a little 3-cylinder diesel. Got enough power for what it is. Really, it's amazing how much power this little engine puts out. It's so small. It's like the size of a battery, a large marine battery, but it's got some nuggets to it. I got the Rhino 2408 loader, 60-inch bucket. I just welded a new cutter blade on it. It's a decent little loader. Got the quick attach. Alright, so we'll get cranking with the oil change. We'll let this warm up for a minute. Alright, so here we are underneath the machine. This is gonna be working off the right hand side of the machine. If you look directly under where the drive shaft is, this bolt right here, that's your oil drain bolt. And the good thing about this machine is right alongside of it here, I don't know if you guys can see that right there, your oil filter, and right next to it your fuel filter. So pretty easy, everything's right there. This one panel comes off and you have access to that whole side. So nice and easy. It's a basic hand tools will work. 11/16 socket, and let me set you guys up here and get it going. Alright, don't forget your drain pan, because you don't want to make a mess wherever you're doing this. Let's see if you guys can see that. I got the away. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Alright, here we go. And it's going to be blacker than black, but that's it. Oh yeah, look at that, nice and juicy, delicious. So we'll let that drain. Manual, well, the book says takes 4.2 quarts. I have 4 quarts, and I've always changed it with just 4 quarts, and it's always been fine. So also there's a little crush washer on your drain bolt. I usually don't replace them every oil change. This one looks pretty good, so we're gonna go ahead and reuse that one. All right, so we'll let this drain and come back when it's all done. All right, so while the oil is draining, let's go ahead and take this screen off so we get access to the oil filter and the fuel filter. If you look just right here and right here, there's these 2 little rubber tabs, and this screen just pops right out. Go ahead and set that off to the side. And right here, there's a wing nut there, and wing nut there, and your fuel filter, and your fuel filter's right there, and your oil filter is right behind that panel, right behind the panel. So go ahead and take this off. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. This whole side shield comes right out. And there you go. Here's your oil filter and your fuel filter right there. And catch pan still right on the bottom. We'll just scoot this over here, and we'll take that oil filter right off. Alright. So we got a little tool here. Stick this bad boy on. If we can. There we go. There we go. Nice and easy. Go ahead and screw this off and make a mess everywhere. And there we go. While that's draining out, I'll go ahead and get the new oil filter. Alright, so here we go. We got our new filter here. We'll just go ahead and screw this bad boy on. Now, I don't pre-fill my filters. I know someone's gonna, oh, you gotta always pre-fill your filters, oh, your engine's gonna explode. Listen, I've never pre-filled a filter, ever, in my entire life, and I've never had an engine explode on me. Or wear prematurely, or whatever the case. And I've had stuff with thousands and thousands of hours, and as long as you change the oil, I'm sure some wear occurs on the very first startup, but listen, I'm not really worried about it. I'm not too concerned about that. So there we go. New filter is installed, and while we're here, we might as well go ahead and do that fuel filter. There's a little petcock there. We'll just go ahead and shut that off. Okay, and then this unscrews, and your fuel filter element is right inside there. So we'll try to see if I can do this one-handed. Yes, I can. And there we go. I hate freaking diesel on my hands. That's why I'm wearing gloves. It's really hard to do this one-handed, but we got it. Alright, so this is what our fuel filter looks like inside. Let's take a quick peek. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't know if you guys could see all that. There's all sorts of nastiness in there. Yeah, this is why we change our filters. Filter actually doesn't look too bad, but it's bad enough. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. Now let's get the new filter on and get this thing wrapped up. Alright, so our fuel bowl, fuel filter housing is nice and clean. I blew it off with compressed air, so it looks pretty good. You can see here's the old filter compared to the new filter. Just a nice little difference there. Again, here's the part number for the Wix fuel filter. Let's go ahead and get this all buttoned back up. Just drop that guy right in there. Again, this is going to be tough one-handed, but let's see if we can do it. There's an O-ring up in here, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but it's never came out, so we're going to let that be if there is one. Alright. Hope you guys can see this. I'm just going to thread this on nice and easily. This is like impossible to do one-handed. Let me sit you guys down here. Not too tight, but tight enough, snug. And then we'll open up a petcock. There we go. Hopefully we don't have to prime the system. But every time I've changed the fuel filter on this machine, it's been pretty good about priming. So, just clean all this excess fuel crap up here. Alright, so what we'll do, I guess, now is we'll go ahead and put this cover back on. Our screen, it's easy if you just come up along top. That kind of fits right in that channel there. Then these rubber holder thingamajiggers slide down in there to keep it nice and secure. I don't want to go too tight. I don't know the torque specs, but I usually do it just tight enough. That's it, or it's not going to leak. That's it. We'll add our 4 quarts of synthetic. And we'll see how she does. Alright, so now that the oil's all in there, we'll go ahead and try to give it a start. It may not start at the first shot because we drained the fuel filter, obviously. We'll give it a shot, see what happens. Wow, first shot. Amazing. Hopefully it runs through. Come on, baby. Yep, we got an air bubble in there. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Maybe I'll just take the whole freaking screw off. There we go. Let's give it a shot. Alright, that was all we needed. Put the screw back in, and she should be good to go. Let's give it a start and see if she cooperates. So far, so good. Alright, I think that's solved the problem. Alright, so we're perfect. I don't know if you guys can see. Look at that. Perfect. Exactly where we need to be. Alright. Excellent. Alright, so I guess that's going to be the end of the video on how I change the oil and do basic maintenance. Obviously, you're going to do all your grease points, you know. There's hydraulic oil and filters and stuff you got to change, but they're not due as of right now. So I may grease the machine. I don't think you guys need to see that. That's pretty straightforward. Just get your grease gun and grease everything. There's like 20 something fittings all over the place. There's fittings everywhere. And the front end loader. You know, there's fittings underneath for your steering and axles and pedals. And so, all right, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys soon.